Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. So in today's video I am doing my monthly favorites because we are now in October. That means it's spooky season, and yeah, September of course has gone by so quickly. I've been testing a lot of new makeup, which obviously I'm going to be speaking about today. Yeah, can you believe it's October? Like, that means in about 3-4 months, well, I can't count, we're going to be in 2022, and it's insane. Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in October. I'm starting my new job, it's Halloween, it's almost my birthday kind of, and yeah, I'll probably have a lot more makeup to test out. So yeah, as per usual, I do have a lot of makeup. I don't really have anything that's not makeup related that I'm going to talk about, but yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to talk about is not makeup, but it's part of a collection, and it's my Batman mirror. This has been the most amazing thing that I purchased this month. I know that's so strange, but DC did come out with a collaboration with Makeup Revolution. I do have a couple of the products that I will show you later, and this mirror was one of the items, and I absolutely love this. It's so stupid to be obsessed with a mirror, but I absolutely love Batman. It's one of my favourite comics and movies and things like that, and I've always wanted something that was a bat-shaped mirror, and now we have it. You can also get them on Beauty Bay. I don't think you can get the mirror on Beauty Bay. You might be able to, but yeah, the collection itself was okay for me. The products I'll show you afterwards obviously are the makeup items, but I wanted to show that separately because obviously it's not something that I can wear. So let's get onto the makeup now. I don't know which order to go in, so I might just go in the order of the stuff that I tend to put on my face. So the first thing is a bit random, but it's the face powder, and this powder is the Makeup Gallery Smoothly Does It Pressed Powder by Poundland. I mean, I know that's really strange to be obsessed with a powder, but it's just really nice. I mean, it's a translucent powder. There's only so much I can talk about a powder, but the fact that I've tried it a couple of times already, and the way it settles on my skin is really nice. I'm sure you can get this at all Poundlands that do makeup, and when I was reviewing Poundland makeup I was a bit hesitant because I do have very sensitive skin, so I do have to be very careful with what I put on my face. But when I've used the powder, it feels really nice. It just makes my skin look really like airbrushed and just really nice, to be honest. I'm not using it today, but in my previous videos I have used it and I really like it. So let's go on to blushes. I have quite a few blushes, I think. So the first one I'm going to talk about is one that I literally tried in one of my prior videos, and it's the Flower Beauty blush bomb, and I got this on like a discount in Superdrug because they have all Flower Beauty makeup reduced at the moment. I think normally this is about maybe £8-9, but I got it for like £4.50, and this is in the shade Melon. I just love the way that this works on my skin. I've been really into liquid blushes at the moment, and just the way that this kind of goes onto the skin, it just makes it look really glowy, and it doesn't streak, it doesn't do anything horrible to my foundation when I put it on top. And I've blended it with a sponge and it works amazingly. I'm sure you can use your finger to like tap it on, but when I use the sponge, it's kind of right here. The lighting today is really bad. I've had to use the lighting obviously because it's really dark outside today, but yeah, this is a really nice shade. They have about 4 other shades that you can like go to, obviously depending on your skin tone. And Flower Beauty I just really like. I really hope they're not discontinuing Flower Beauty from Superdrug because there's nowhere else to buy it in the UK, so I might have to find a couple more things from them to try out to do a full face. The next product I have is the Beauty Bay and Disney collaboration. This is actually a lip and cheek duo. The blush itself is super cute. This is in the shade Pinocchio Shorts. So I of course did a review on it as well, but I really do like the blush section of it, but my favorite part had to be the lip product, because when I tried the lip product it glided on so well. I thought in the beginning, let me try using a brush. Didn't really work that well, and then when I tried it just on my lip, it felt amazing. The blush as well is really pigmented, like it's a really dark shade, but you can blend it and you can essentially just make it work for your skin tone. There are, I think there's like a peach type of shade and a pinky type of shade, but this is really nice, and I think they must still have stock left because I know it's a limited edition collection. And yeah, this is just a really nice duo. I think it was like £8, so it's like £4 per product, but it's really worth it. The next blush I have is the Beauty Crop Wishery collection in the shade, I don't know, this has actually got, Peach Paris, sorry, yeah. So you've kind of got like two tones to it. So you've got kind of a more shimmery tone on the outside, and in the middle you've got like a kind of darker tone, a bit like how the Charlotte Tilbury thing is, but obviously it's not like that at all. It's obviously much cheaper than the Charlotte Tilbury one. I think this is about £6-7. I do have an affiliate code with Beauty Crop if you ever want to use it. Obviously that means I do get a commission towards it, but you never have to obviously do that. And yeah, they just have a really nice selection part of this collection. So they have like 2 eyeshadow palettes, they have some blushes and a lip product as well, which is also really nice, which I didn't bring for some reason because I did quite like it. But yeah, this is a really nice blush. It's not too heavy, it is quite subtle, which is a bit different for me, but I just felt like sometimes you have to be a bit subtle. I don't know, not always. I mean, I don't want to, you know, convince you guys that I'm not into blush at the moment, because I really am, but yeah, it's just really nice and soft on the skin. So let's go into the last blush now. God, I feel like I'm talking so fast, so I apologize. This is probably have to be my favorite one out of my blushes, and it's a Be Perfect new blush that they have. This is insanely amazing. This is so pigmented that when I used it, obviously I had to tap off a lot. Plastic, that's fine. This is in the shade Helios, and I have not tried much by Be Perfect, but I'm starting to really enjoy their products. I really want to get their eyeshadow palettes, but I might have to hold off for a while because they're a bit expensive for me. But I have tried this, the highlighter and the eyeshadow palette, like together in a video, and this, oh my god, this is absolutely stunning. I've only used it once, but it really is absolutely stunning, and it blends out so well on the skin. The shade selection is fantastic. I really like this. They do have a highlighter part of the Scorched version as well, which I really want to get, so I might pick one up soon to kind of use together. But I absolutely love this. I think it's probably one of my favorite products this month. I know it's just a blush, but it really is a gorgeous blush. Now I'm going to go on to highlighter. I just have one highlighter this month, because I haven't really tried many others. But yeah, the Get Wet one by Be Perfect as well. I picked this up, I'd say a few weeks ago. I think I got this when I picked up the blush as well. I saw this on Makeup by Mrs. Like one of her videos, and it just looked stunning. I don't think she liked them as much, but when I saw it, it was like a putty. I'm not gonna like squish it because I don't really like that, but when you blend it on your hand, it feels amazing. And then you swatch it, it feels like silk. It is so soft. It's very glittery, so if you're not a fan of glitter like highlighter, this is probably not for you. But if you want something that is going to stay where it is, so it's not going to move about, because it is quite a soft consistency, it bounces really well on the skin. And I got this on a sale. I don't know if it's on sale anymore, but I think I got it for like £8, but it is really nice on the skin. And again, there's a nice selection of shades. It's part of the Stacey Marie collection. I don't know if it was part of one of the eyeshadow palette like collection. I'm not too sure, but it is a really nice highlighter as well, and I do really enjoy it. The next products I'm going to go for is maybe eyeshadow palettes, because yeah, they're like the next part in the steps. So the first thing that I have is the Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade Touch the Sky, which is part of the Disney Princess collection. I use this in one of my previous videos. I absolutely adore this shade. I haven't seen Brave yet and I really want to. It's on my list to watch, but I mainly got it for the shade. When I've used Super Shock shadows before, they've mostly been shades that are like just shimmer toppers, and I haven't felt like they're that amazing. But when I tested this out, how insane. Now I know why people love Super Shock shadows because they are insanely pigmented. I really would like to get some other ones as well, but I don't think I'll be ordering. I might not be ordering from Colourpop anytime soon, just because of like the money and just the order. If they do another like free worldwide delivery, then probably I will pick something up. But I don't feel like spending like $60 at the moment to get like free shipping, and then shipping is like $10. It's never really that worth it. But to be honest, this is amazing, and to be like, it's really messy, but I will clean everything off see when I finish the video. The next product is another Colourpop product, and it is the Secret Life of Scorpio palette, which is part of like this star sign collection that they came out with. It must have been a month or so ago. You can never remember with Colourpop because they are bringing out collections every week, but I really like this palette. I love this purple, and these shimmers are fantastic. This shade feels a little bit out of place when it comes to using this tone, but maybe you can probably use this shade and that shade together, and then that shade and that shade together. It depends on how creative you are and how well you are at makeup. I not so much, but when I used them, I pretty much used all the shades, and the eye look came out so well, I felt. And it's just really pigmented. Like with the shimmers, you can use obviously a setting spray to make it a bit more popping. You don't have to with Colourpop products, in my opinion, because I just felt like they're just so pigmented. And it's like $10 for one of those. That might be a little bit more expensive for some of their normal shadows, and because there's only 4 shades, but I really think that it is worth it. So the next product I'm gonna go in with is a product by Beauty Bay, and this is their Utopia palette. I love this palette. I picked it out when it was on sale. They had a 40% off sale. Then I got another 10% on top because I have their app, and yeah, I picked this up for like £5 or whatever. It's normally £10, but obviously the discount. I did a purple look recently, which I feel is probably one of my favorite looks for a very long time. Like these 2 shades in particular are the ones that stand out the most. I did use this green shade and this blue shade with the Super Shock shadow a few days ago, and I really liked it. The other shades obviously I still need to use, but I could only imagine they're just as pigmented. That kind of reminds me of the Pastels palette, which I don't have. I did mention before that I'm not a big fan of like pastel tones because I feel like they probably won't show up that well on my skin, and I prefer to have makeup that's kind of more pigmented, in the sense of it needs to be a standout shade. I'm not a fan of like neon or, you know, pastel, so that palette probably wouldn't speak to me, but I feel like this palette does so much on the eyes, and I'm really happy that I purchased it. So the next one is, I'll just talk about another Beauty Bay one, and it's the Alice in Wonderland eyeshadow palette, part of the Disney collaboration. I was a bit hesitant to pick up any of the eyeshadows because of the color selections just do not work that well for me. I just feel like the color stories in them are not that appealing, but when I used this palette, I really liked it. I'm pretty sure I used the purple and maybe this shade as well, and potentially the blue. I can't remember, but I do really like this palette. I think it was about £10. I could be wrong. I might have to look online again, but again, this is a limited edition collection, so if you're thinking about picking it up, maybe pick it up before it does go out of stock, because I'm sure that they won't bring it back, because that's what Beauty Bay tend to do. I really like the look of the Dumbo palette because Dumbo is one of my favourite Disney movies, but it's not on the top of my list to buy. This palette was more of a purchase because of the color selection. Alice in Wonderland I do love, but for me it's not my favorite movie out of the collaboration that they did. But you know, very pigmented as well. Like Beauty Bay just have the most amazing formula at the moment. If you've never tried any of their palettes, like their Brights palette, their 42 pan palettes are so affordable. They're fantastic. So the next one I'm going in is my Batman palette. I did mention I will be mentioning the other Revolution products. So this palette, again, part of the collaboration. In the beginning, when I originally looked at it, this is the only palette that stood out to me. But the other one that did was the Joker one. I haven't picked it up because, again, I don't need to buy so many eyeshadow palettes. Of course, this is not the most exciting looking palette, but when I did the look, I felt like it worked really well. The emblems on there are just so nostalgic. The emblem is more from the Tim Burton Batman. I did speak about it in my review because I'm a big Batman fan of the movies and the comics also. This palette is just really nice. I think Revolution are doing so many great collaborations at the moment. I just ordered the Simpsons collection, so that video will be up very soon when it arrives. And yeah, this collection, I mean, some of them I felt were a little bit pants. I didn't like the look of the Harley Quinn one because, again, that was more pastel shades, and I am very picky when it comes to, I know it's going to sound really stupid, but I mentioned it as well. It's from the movie, like the Suicide Squad movie, and I don't really like that version of Harley Quinn that much. I much prefer the Bruce Timm version, which is the black and red version, but that's just my own kind of nitpicking things. But yeah, I do like this palette. It's very nice. And then the last palette I have, again, is another Revolution palette, and it is the Corpse Bride palette. I did review this like a couple of videos ago because it's only just come out. It's really nice packaging. It's a really nice palette as well. I did mention that this like the movie is not like my favorite. So for example, I would always prefer Nightmare Before Christmas over this film, but I really wanted to get the palette because of the shade selection. I don't know why I've stuck the plastic back on there, because I just really like the palettes just to be kind of like if there's any fallout it will just go onto the plastic. But yeah, this palette is super cute. I mean, like the purples are wonderful. When I tried it, it was very pigmented. There's a little bit of fallout, so if you're not a big fan of fallout, I would maybe just tap slightly. Obviously that will work, but I think regardless there will be fallout. But it is a really nice palette. The packaging is absolutely stunning. The lipstick is quite nice as well. It's just a standard bullet lipstick. I didn't bring it today because I didn't feel like it was as standout as it could be. But yeah, the collaboration is very nice. So that's it for palettes. I have about 4 products left. So the one thing that I'm going to talk about now is an eyeliner, and it is this Slick Flick eyeliner by Relove Revolution. I use this every time I use an eyeliner now, which tends to be it's often that I use it. Not today obviously, but when I use this, it is a fantastic eyeliner. I don't really understand why no one else is really using it. The nib is amazing. Like, it really gives you a lot of control. It reminds me of obviously, like, you know, the KVD vegan one is going to be one that everyone remembers the most. That one is absolutely fantastic, but I feel like this one is amazing, and it's only like £3. Obviously it's part of the Revolution family, and I also really love the I think it's MUA. They do like flick eyeliners. They are fantastic as well, and again, super affordable. You don't have to spend £15 or however much the KVD one is. This is really nice. I really recommend it. It sticks on as well. Like, when I'm removing my makeup, it does take a lot of power to get rid of it, but it's amazing. So let's go on to lip products. I'm going to talk about one that I didn't like as much, but in the future I will give another go, and it's the Be Perfect Supreme Velvet lipstick in the shade Fast Lane. I got this when obviously I purchased the other products. I just really liked the picture that they had on their website, and I think it was like £8 or £7 for this. What I don't like about is that how kind of it really just sucks in my, like, the lips. I know it just makes it very dry basically. I don't know why I said the other stuff, but it is a nice shade. It's not as it's very buildable and it smells very nice, but when it dries down, it is really drying, like really drying. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that's that's just liquid lipsticks, but not every liquid lipstick for me is extremely drying. Like this it's very pigmented, and it is, I think one of the problems that I might have had was that I was building it up too much, and I think it become a little bit clumpy. So I don't know if it was my fault, but I will obviously be trying it again. It smells really nice. It smells of sweets. But yeah, I will definitely give it a go again in the future. It's not the worst lip product I've ever tried. But you know, it just wasn't my favourite. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the Joker lipstick from the Batman collection. This is listed as a lip gloss, but it's not a lip gloss at all. With a lip gloss, you're going to have a sticky consistency and it won't dry down. This is the opposite of what a lip gloss is. You put it on and it dries down completely. Obviously, when you take it out of the applicator, it's very like gloopy and it is like gloss form. But when you put it on, there's like no gloss at all to it. So I'm not sure what formula they did for this, but it is not a lip gloss essentially. So it's nice though. It's very, very nice. It's very comfortable to wear. So if you're looking for a lip gloss that's not sticky or will like transfer that quickly, this is definitely up there. And now the last product, because I'm running out of breath, is the Colourpop like lip cream that I purchased. This came out so well on my lips with the look that I did in that video, and I used this on my lips. It was amazing. This does not dry down completely, but it's so pigmented and it feels so comfortable on the skin that I feel like I really want to purchase another lip cream. It's really like just pigmented and it's comfortable and it's very affordable as well. So I feel like this was a nice purchase, and it's really nice for the autumn because it's a nice kind of dark brown, the tones that I really like using, so I think it works really well for me. And yeah, just super nice. They just started the Hoover, that's really annoying. But yeah, that is all my favourite products from October. Again, a lot of products as per usual because I've been testing out a lot of things. October, we'll see what I try. I want to try and do some like Halloween looks this year because I did do some last year. They weren't amazing, but I am learning every day like some skills. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what your favourite product of the month is. Have you been testing out a lot of new products? If you haven't, let me know if there's anything that's like high street wise that you think I should try, because I'm always intrigued. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social media because I'm always active on there. And I hope you're having a really good week, and I hope to see you really soon. Bye.